So I have a young man in my Discord server. Links down below, by the way. Man, I really feel like I'm saying that as an intro a lot lately, but nonetheless. But whenever I speak to this young man, it's almost like I'm talking to my younger self. Oftentimes it really does. And basically what he was telling us, like our group chat section, is that life has felt very easy for him lately. It's felt like, I mean, in school for argument's sake, he's been getting A's for everything. I think he said the lowest grade he's got is like 78%. And it's felt like he hasn't been improving. And there's actually a good side to this and a dark side to it. But let me actually draw you back to the ages of 16 to 18 for me. Around about this time in high school, I went to, like him actually, one of the toughest schools in my country. It was like a Cambridge-based school for anyone who's interested. And I was finishing the top of my grade. I was putting in effort, but it wasn't like I was sacrificing anything major. I was just sitting there like, okay, well, I'm the smartest guy in my class, woohoo. It didn't really feel like I was doing much. I was going home most days playing like 2 or 3 hours of video games. And yeah, like him, it felt like I wasn't really improving much. And this point in time, I wasn't really big on self-improvement. I knew about it, but it wasn't really something that was like central on my mind. But if I could go back in time and speak to that younger version of myself, or this young man in my Discord server, it would be literally this: capitalize on those moments for your future self. And I know you won't take this advice 100% seriously, and I don't think that in itself is actually a problem. I wouldn't have either. But what I mean by this is, you will eventually get out of the state where things are like seeming so easy and you're like running life on autopilot. I had this very nice state from 16 to 18. 18, I got into university thinking that the same will continue again. Things came to me very easily in high school. And it was a bit of a shock to me when things were no longer coming to me as easily. And this is not like some scare tactic to scare you or anything like that. It just informing you of the realities of life, but how you can actually make use of it in your present moment. So then you got like a bit older, see more responsibilities fall on you. And every now and then you wish that in those moments when you had like a bit more of an autopilot, easy life, you actually capitalize on things. And this is not to say that you won't have that easy life again. In fact, middle of last year, I had like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months where I felt like things were back in the high school state where I wasn't really improving, which was kind of why I eventually took this decision to start this YouTube channel, to like unlock a new layer of myself. But now, if I'm looking at my high school self, I want to say I would have wished I did something productive beyond like just academics. What I mean by that is, yeah, I was getting my academics sorted. I was quite a guy. I liked playing sports. I liked doing like public speaking, those sort of things. My relationships weren't the best. I was actually actively working on that. That just wasn't coming easily for me at the time. But I was doing nothing to sort out my finances. And I hate that oftentimes it comes to this, but there's a point for this. I remember that I used to sit back and consider sorting out finances. I genuinely did. But I was always like, well, I mean, I'm 16, 17, 18. That's something for like later in life, you know? I mean, I can make some money now, sure, but I mean, why would I want to? My dad's getting that sorted out, and frankly, I hate that I had that mindset. That's not to say that you must be unrealistic now and think that you should be a multimillionaire at the age of 16. You can be. Frankly, you can be. There's many guys who have done that. But it's rather that I'm trying to tell you that now that you have this opportunity where things are free flowing for you, I think you should actually take with 2 hands, quite honestly, and think of something you can do to make money. I'm not saying the YouTube channel is what you should do. It's what I would have done, but frankly, consider freelancing in whatever you think you're good at. So video editing, maybe it's even video gaming. You can find a way to make money online, even if it's something small at this stage, like $20 a month. $20 a month might not sound motivating, I get that. But that's, just believe me as like an older brother, that $20 a month is going to help you a lot in the future, because the $20 a month now can easily become $1,000 a month. 4 or 5 years ago. Even that's actually on the lowest. I'll probably be like $5,000 a month. So you get where I'm coming from with this. Aside from that, obviously the usual stuff like working out, keeping fit, all of that. For what I can tell, this young man actually already has that sort of thing in place. But yeah, you get the general idea, and yeah, it's just a matter of capitalizing on this moment in your life. And I don't want to sound like your parents are telling you like, oh, your high school days or your college days or whatever it is the best days of your life. I do believe that if you work strategically throughout your life, you're constantly getting closer and closer to your actual best days. Like I know for a fact I haven't already lived my best days. But it is the constant working towards it. And that's the thing, you can always make your supposed best days of your life go to a higher standard. So what I mean by this, a lot of us imagine our best days of our life being like, we are super rich, we have a 10 out of 10 wife, loving wife, those sort of things. But I challenge you to take it a step beyond that. You can have all of those things though, nothing wrong with it. But get to a state where you know you've left a legacy here, if that's something that appeals to you. Well, that's it, bro. I'll see you in the next one. To become a better man.